After taking February and March off, another 64-bit game is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service. That's right, on April 12th, expansion pack subscribers will have access to the Nintendo 64 classic, Pokémon Stadium. Yeah, that's cool and all, but is this game worth playing? To answer that question, I decided to flip through the pages of Electronic Gaming Monthly, GamePro, Insight Video Gaming, and more classic magazines to see what the critics said back when the game first came out. Get that transfer pack warmed up and consult your nearest trainer, because this is another Pokémon-filled episode of the Nintendo Switch Online Review Crew.
A battle looms over this place. It's a battle for destiny, a battle for glory, a battle for...
Pokémon Stadium, the place to prove you're the ultimate Pokémon trainer. You can upload your Game Boy Pokémon onto your N64, then for the first time ever, battle in 3D.
Then a conquering hero is raised to victory. Sky high.
Rated E for everyone.
I want to take you back to the year 2000, a time when the world had a bad case of Pokémon fever. With the Game Boy version flying off of store shelves, a lot of loyal fans were excited about the prospect of a big console role-playing game on the Nintendo 64. Unfortunately, what they got instead was Pokémon Stadium, a game that hoped that seeing your favorite Pokémon monsters battle in a 3D world would be enough of a draw. Sure, it might not be the fully realized RPG that we had all hoped for, but you could transfer the Pokémon characters that you caught on the Game Boy, and it was loaded with mini-games and modes that let you go head-to-head with other trainers. But was that enough to overcome that initial disappointment? When it came to Electronic Gaming Monthly, the answer was largely no. With an average score of 6.5 out of 10, none of the EGM critics were all that impressed with Pokémon Stadium. Crispin complained that there's not much of a game here at all. You upload monsters, you watch them fight, you win tournaments, that's it. He liked that you gotta take in your full-blown Pokédex, but it's just not enough. Jay liked it a bit more than Crispin, but still complained that the battle system is extremely limited. Mini-games, being able to browse through your Pokémon, take their picture, play the Game Boy games on the big screen. These are all nice diversions, but there's no point to this game. It's merely a game set within the world of Game Boy games. But hey, who's listening to me? Well, not the rest of the critics, that's for sure. While EGM was low on the game, the rest of the magazines were surprisingly consistent. Game Informer ended up giving Pokémon Stadium an 8 out of 10 back in their 84th issue. That's perfectly in line with Insight Video Gaming, which loved seeing Pokémon in 3D color and praised the adorable minigames. That said, they were a bit concerned about the cuteness overload and not being able to access items outside of the Game Boy game area. They gave it 4 stars out of 5. Now, in case you're wondering, the 2 highest scores that I came across were from Nintendo Power and GamePro. For their part, Nintendo Power gave the game an 8.8 out of 10, with Jennifer concluding that I love the gallery feature and the hidden secret feature are all very cool. The editors liked seeing the Pokémon characters in 3D, though complained that the announcer gets tiresome and the music and sound effects are nothing special. GamePro, on the other hand, gave Pokémon Stadium the highest marks with a stellar 4.5 out of 5. While the novelty of full-color, full 3D melee combat does wear off over time, there's enough packed into this stadium, such as mini-games and excellent management utilities, to keep Poké fans coming back for more. Was that true a quarter century ago? Maybe. It seems like there's a variety of opinions when it comes to that question. However, I'm not sure that'll be the case in 2023. This seems like the kind of thing that is for nostalgia only. But hey, you can go ahead and let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below.
父ちゃん熱いよ。
ポケモンリーグはもっと熱いんだ。ポケモンリーグで日本中が熱い。任天堂64ポケモンスタジアム。
鍋焼きうどんよ。
あいよ。
Hey, thanks for watching me break down these classic reviews. If you liked what you saw here, then you should know that we post new episodes every time Nintendo adds classic games to their online service. We have a whole playlist full of reviews for the Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and more. Now, here's the question I have for you. What is your favorite Pokémon game? Also, are you interested in this version of the game knowing that Pokémon Stadium 2 is coming out later this year? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. In other news, we'll be back soon with a review of Void: Edge of Extinction. If that sounds good to you, then I strongly recommend you click that subscribe button and support what we're doing here. Until then.